I just know I did not want a C-section because, for one thing, all my life I've been scared to be cut on, and that's the main reason why I didn't want a C-section. So, talking to my best friend was on the way, and my mom was on the way too. Well, my sisters actually had to pretty much come there, drop a boyfriend off, then drive, and then go pick up my mom and everything. So, and bring her there so everybody, you know, can go back with each other and then go back the other way. Because my car, yeah, I think I brought my car there or whatever. So that's what made it very hard for people. I think, I don't know, like I said, so much happened. So after hearing that I was having a C-section, I had to get myself together and everything. And I was like praying on my way there to the C-section. Before that, they was prepping me, and they was like drawing a lot of blood. They was giving me a shot for the baby lungs and everything. They had to stick this catheter up me, and when I tell y'all they stuck this catheter up me, it hurt. It hurt. I do not want, like, I don't know. It's like between that pain and that catheter, they was like neck and neck. That thing, I did not want to deal with that ever again. So, fast forwarding, they get me prepped. They roll me down to like the operating room. I'm like praying, you know, for a safe delivery and everything, like praying on my way there. And I then contacted my sisters again and told them they had like, I think 30 minutes or something. I forget how many minutes they told me, but I told them the exact what the doctor told me to get my boyfriend there or whatever, so he can be there in the room with me. So they ended up getting there on time, like rushing and everything. And right after, well, before they started like cutting on me and stuff, my boyfriend had came in and everything. So they went ahead and got everything started. And to be honest, the C-section thing, after being there, it didn't really like scare me anymore. So, and then there was like a nurse on the side of me. She was like keeping me calm and everything, like talking to me. And I'm just there, and I didn't really know they had cut on me and everything. I'm just there like, oh, okay. Next thing I know, the baby was out. So I'm like, oh, that was easy. But I do know before that, when they were sticking a needle in my back, I was just like, oh, Lord. And they just kept telling me to bend over. So I'm like, please don't let me break this needle. Don't let me jump or nothing. Because I think, like, my left side wasn't getting numb. So that's the little thing that I did leave out. So after that, they was like, oh, the baby is here. He's a little, what did they say? Oh, he's a little stunned, but he's here. So I'm like, okay, why he ain't crying? So I'm about to lose my mind in there because he's not crying. And they're like, he's okay. Like, you know, let me know and ask me more from like, what is doing, what's going on. He's like, yeah, he's okay, he's moving. I'm like, okay, I can calm down. And then after that, they pretty much, you know, sewed me back up, got me back ready to go and everything. And they rolled me back to the room where I was first at. And I did get to see my son and everything before they rolled me back. Came over there, we took pictures. Let me tell y'all, when I seen this little boy, first thing he did was like throw the middle finger at me. I'm like, dang. So I think that's all babies. I don't know why they just keep lifting their middle fingers so much, but that's the first thing he did. I was like, oh, hey, cutie. And he was like, shoot. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry that, you know, you're here 4 weeks early, but hey. So after that, they rolled me back to the room. Then that's when my best friend, my other friend, he came with my best friend as well. He's like a brother. They both came to see the baby and everything, but I told them, like, he's not in here. I don't know where he's at. They're going to be bringing him in there later. Also, I think I didn't mention I had preeclampsia, so that's another reason why I had to deliver. But fast forward after that, when they rolled me back in the room, postpartum room and stuff, and then that's when my mom got there. My baby was in the room with me, then my best friend and my other homeboy, Quincy, came back, see the baby, boyfriend's in there like bonding with him, because he actually had enough time to bond with him. They took him in the room, teach him how to swallow him, had skin to skin with him and everything. So pretty much in the room enjoying the baby stuff. They took him, so I guess I can get some sleep. I do know I still was in a little bit of the pain that I was feeling, and honestly, I think I was like worrying, like overworking the pregnant people. Well, Oh my goodness, my mind is everywhere. The nurses that was on the maternity wing and everything, I feel like I was working them, like my problems that I was having, it was too much for them. So pretty much they pulled me up to a group, like the wing of the hospital, so that they can have special care to watch me. Because after somebody have a baby, it's pretty much, oh, bundle with the baby, everything's all nice, smooth, everything's perfect, going great. Not what I was going through, because I was like still in pain and everything. They had to even help me go to the bathroom, because it was like my legs was so numb. Like when I tell y'all, and not only from like the epidural and stuff, but I told y'all how like I lost feeling in my legs from all the pain and stuff. So they had to help me go to the bathroom and stuff, and it was just a lot. So, whew. They ended up taking me up to ICU. I started to feel a little worse. I'm like, ICU, that's intensive care. Oh my goodness. So I tried to keep those off of me and everything. Keep the nervousness off of me. So they wanted to do like a blood transfusion exchange, and what that is different from a regular blood transfusion. They had like this machine and stuff. It did involve them putting like a catheter in me, and as y'all can see where they took it out and left marks. I'm like so upset because I'm very big on scarring and marks and stuff. So, but yeah, I get up to ICU. Let me tell y'all, the first thing they talked about was a catheter, because I guess they was telling people like I had to be wheelchaired to go use the bathroom and stuff. I was not happy. I was like, don't put no catheter in me. Like I just started crying. And it was like, I'm laughing because I was looking at this doctor that was in there, because the hospital said it was Vanderbilt, and they have like a lot of other doctors, like students that's learning and stuff and everything. They don't, some of them they do certain procedures and stuff, but the other ones they just come there to watch, depending, I guess, on how many years they've been there. I don't know, but they pretty much, like the head doctors, the ones that really actually work there. I remember looking at this guy, and he was looking at me like, why is she so, like, he was looking at me, like, giving me a face, like, why is she so scared about a catheter? Like, freaking out about a catheter. Like, when I tell you I was freaking out about that, because I told you I never wanted to have anything stuck up me. So the nurse, she was just like, calm down. That's just an option. It's something that you don't have to, like, she was just trying to keep me calm. And I'm like, oh, please, no, Lord Jesus. So they ended up like doing a blood transfusion and everything. They put me on a lot of medicine when I got up there in ICU. It was like a lot of stuff. They put me on one where I couldn't walk, and it was called magnesium. And my legs got so, I don't know if it was from like the fluids and stuff, like my legs, you know how Squidward ate them Krabby Patties, for people who like around my age and stuff, they watched SpongeBob back in the day. When Squidward ate them Krabby Patties, his thighs were so huge. Like, I'm little. I ain't skinny, but I got some meat on my bones. But it was like my thighs were so huge. Like, I blew up. Like, waist down, I blew up. So, whew. So I couldn't walk and everything. And I do know later on they came back, the pulmonary team came in, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because something wrong with my lung stuff. So they came back in, and they were like, because they had wheeled me down. I'm leaving out like a lot of details, because like I said, this video is going to be long. I'm not trying to make it long enough, but I'm remembering as I go. They had already had wheeled me down to go do a CT scan. Came back up, and they told me that they found 2 blood clots, and they were in my lungs, my left lung. So they found 2 blood clots, and I'm just sitting there like, ooh, it's scary. So I'm listening to them. I'm not trying to freak out, because me thinking about blood clots, I'm thinking like, dang, I could really not, like be here right now. So they continue to like go on about it and everything, as doctors are letting you know their protocols and stuff. And the whole time I'm just thinking like, it's crazy how I just woke up and it was like pain in my neck and everything, and like how I go from this to this. So I'm like trying to stay strong for myself, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, I don't want to think of the worst and everything. And I'm like glad they caught it. I don't know if the blood clots happened, the reason why I was feeling that pain, or if this happened like after surgery. Because after surgery people get blood clots, because I wasn't moving around. They just had the little things on my legs, and that was it. So I wasn't moving around or anything, walking like how I seen normal people. Because I went back down as I started to feel better and recover. I went back down to the maternity wing to see my son and everything, bond with him. Because through the whole time I was in ICU, I really couldn't see him because I was really like not feeling good and everything. So I was looking at other women that had C-section, you know, they walking around and stuff. I'm like, yeah. So I don't know if the blood clots came from that, but they then gave me like an ultrasound, found another one in my left leg, because they did it on my arms and stuff too. And by then they started putting me on I think a heparin drip for the blood clots and everything to dissolve them. And throughout that, it was like through ICU is when I went through the worst, because I definitely couldn't walk with all that fluid. I don't know. It was like I haven't walked in over a week. So it was like I lost mobility in my legs and everything, and I had to relearn how to walk. This is going to get graphic. Like, it came to the point to where it's almost I had to wear a diaper because your girl can go to the bathroom, and they had to bring like the bedpan and everything. So it was just like so much, and everything just was happening so fast. And it was like as it was happening, I was trying to stay strong, but while I was trying to stay strong, it was like I was emotional through it all. And I'm just like, you know, anybody always question, it's just like, you know, why me? Like, why am I going through this? What is going on? How did I get to this point? Like, I was just fine the other day, and now look at me. So pretty much I spent most of my time in ICU to get better, and they did a blood transfusion. They put me on like a lot of medicine. I was asleep through that blood transfusion. I just woke up through the midst of it and seen like the whole thing. I do know when they put the thing in my neck, another catheter, I was freaking out over that because they were just telling me, you know how like they tell you all of the crazy things that could go on and stuff, and do you agree to be revived and everything. So it's like I'm freaking out over that. It was just so much, and I mean so much. They then take me up to hematology. They had a floor. Like, this hospital is big. I think I was on 11th floor. They moved me up to there because I didn't need to be in ICU anymore. After the blood transfusion, everything started to go great. I was on blood thinners to thin my blood for the blood clots. Ooh, now I'm trying to remember where I was at because Morphin came knocking at the door. But I do know I said I was being rolled up to hematologist. I got up there because I started to do better in ICU. And pretty much they like took care of me there because with sickle cell, like that's where you be at, like hematology, because it's blood and everything. So you be on that hall. Well, that's pretty much just the specialty of it. The doctors just specialize in that, their name. So I was there, and I started to feel better. You know, they wanted me to, you know, start walking around and stuff so I could get out of the hospital, pretty much. Whew, I did not want to hear that because then I started to feel the C-section, the numbness, everything started to wear off. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. It was like I couldn't laugh. People who had C-section, you know, like I had to get the worst. So I had a lot of like nurses who pretty much was like very encouraging, you know, very motivating and everything. And I ended up getting up and going to, you know, walk around, getting about the bed and stuff, and taking myself to the bathroom and stuff. Like, cause I was like, and it didn't get me out of this hospital because I've been in the hospital too long. And hematology is just pretty much where I spent my time, like my last of my recovery and stuff before I went home. One big problem that they had was with me, like my uterus wasn't going down. And that's what I'm going to talk about in my postpartum video, because I'm going to save that story for another time. Because y'all going to realize why my uterus wasn't going down. So they thought it was an infection or something like that. So they ended up sending me home. I had to give me an antibiotics. It just was like, because I was going to have to follow up my OBGYN anyway, to make sure everything went fine. So I guess the uterus seemed great. It started to go down a little bit for me to go home, because that's really was the hold up after everything. That was just the last of the last. So I got to go home and everything, and it was just like, even though I was like getting ready to go home, they also did send me home on blood thinners, and that would also be in my postpartum video. But I gotta go home. It was like, dang, I spent so much time here. I'm actually gonna miss like the nurses, because they were like really good. Like, I came before, I said a week, and I had the abscess, and it was like I came back again and said 2 more weeks. So it was like I really kind of bonded with people who was there and everything. They was like really great to me. Even the times that I was in pain, they were like even, you know, about to cry with me and stuff. So that was very like there for me. I do know throughout the whole like experience, I can't leave this insight for anybody who has sickle cell and pregnant and everything, that I ended up talking to my hematologist, and she was just letting me know that pretty much I'm at a high risk for blood clots, because for one thing, I have sickle cell, and then 2, I'm pregnant. So those 2 factors do cause blood clots and things. So that's the only thing that she could see the reason why it happened. But the pain is just me was going through a pain crisis. I really don't know what caused me to go through a pain crisis other than me like being stressed. Like, I was stressing myself out to max, and it was just like everything. It was like planning this baby shower, just work life, things I wanted like for my success and everything. It was like so much going on, because it was like I was so focused on preparing and making sure like everything was the way it needed to be before my son had came, and it was just like everything did the 360. So I don't know if there was like a thing, kind of a crazy thing that just pushed me back that far, but I don't know if it was like what they call it, like a sign or something, to show me like, hey, calm down, like slow your roll and stuff. But like I say, everything happens for a reason. My biggest thing throughout this thing, and I'm kind of like proud of myself that I didn't, you know, cry throughout this whole thing, is because I guess, for one thing, that's the reason why I waited to do this video, because it was like, if I would have talked about this right after, I would not have been able to do this video. Because when I tell y'all, when I got home and it was still fresh, every time I talked about it, it was just like so much. Like, I just got tired of talking about it, because it was just like, leave me alone, please, let's stop talking about that. I know what happens, like, stop bringing it up, I'm tired of hearing it. So postpartum video is probably gonna be a little bit hard too. Looking back on like the whole birth story and everything, I do know, I don't know what, because I'm supposed to be talking to my doctor as well, I don't know what the future may lie for me to ever be pregnant again. But I do know, like, if you are a woman, you have sickle cell, and you think about having kids and stuff, I would go, you know, like, speak with the doctor and everything. Because I did that, to be honest. Like, I was seeing a hematologist regularly. It's crazy that he didn't see anything. Like, all my, like, my hemoglobin and everything, like, if you have sickle cell, you know what I'm talking about. Everything was great. So it's like, I don't know what went wrong, other than, like, the common things that cause this crisis: stress, not eating right, doing this, doing that. So in pregnancy can kind of do it, but it's like I had an easy pregnancy. I never was like throwing up with my son. Like, yeah, sometimes I ate some food, really gave me gas and stuff. That's just about it. Like, everything was smooth throughout my pregnancy. So that's pretty much it for this video. I tried to explain it to the fullest. I hope I didn't leave out anything. And I do want to thank you all who made it to the end of watching this video, for hearing my story, because it's like not really, it's like a serious moment type thing. So yeah, I think I don't have anything else. I'm trying to make sure, because y'all know me, before I get off the video I'll be trying to figure out what else I gotta say, so I won't be like, oh yeah, I hate, because by the time I'm done, I'm about to take this makeup down, we'll take this makeup off and take my hair down. Well, I ain't got no weave or nothing, but pretty much prepare for bed or lay down, because I record videos at night instead of throughout the day. I try to do it in the day, but your girl just don't like to get up. But that was it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.